Today, we're talking about one of the most extreme piercings that I can possibly think of. That's the Ampallang piercing. The Ampallang is a very extreme male genital piercing, basically just going horizontal straight through the head of the penis. To start out, there are two common placements for this piercing. There's kind of the European and then there's the American version. Now the European version is transurethral, basically just going right through the urethra. Now the reason they do this is it's two separate piercings and your urine is sterile to your own body. So therefore every time you urinate, you're kind of cleaning it from the inside out as well. Now the American way is just a little bit higher up and it doesn't go through the urethra, so it's like one long piercing. This does take a little bit longer to heal up. And as far as depth goes, basically you want to be right in front of the corpus cavernosum. Now the corpus cavernosum is the spongy type tissue which collects the blood and causes an erection. So you don't want to go through that. That doesn't allow it to heal very well and can be basically a bloody mess. So just in front of that is where you want to be. Now as far as the jewelry goes, you're going to want to start off with a barbell. And when you use the barbell, it's going to need to be a minimum of a 10 gauge or larger. I know that seems really extreme, but anything thinner than that is very uncomfortable and feels more of like a cheese cutter effect, and it doesn't work well. Larger gauge is a necessity for this piercing. As far as the healing goes, it really depends on which piercing you got, whether it's transurethral or above it. The one that is above it, that is not going through the urethra, will actually take probably 6 months to a full year to heal, probably closer to that full year. So if it is going through the urethra, generally 4 to 6 months seems to be the average. Now, a lot of that depends on your lifestyle as well. If you are sexually active with this too early on, you are not going to allow that tissue to heal up properly. It's going to be very painful, and you're just going to cause a longer, more problematic healing process. So you will need to abstain from any sexual activity for at least 2 months. And once you are sexually active again, I highly suggest you're using a condom until you're fully healed up. Now, you need to use common sense. If it hurts, it's not ready and you're doing damage. So you need to back off until it is comfortable. During the healing process, you're going to have crusties on your piercing. And one of the more painful things during the healing process is crusties getting pulled in when you get an erection. Now, when we sleep at night, sometimes we do get those erections. So if you go to sleep with a cup of ice water next to your bed, in case you do wake up with that discomfort. I said it was extreme, but just how extreme? Let's check out the pain-o-meter. Kind of drives the point home. We've never seen it go that high before. I told you it was extreme, and it is extremely painful. It's still tolerable, but this is going to push. It's going to push your limits. Of the 400 plus piercings I've actually gone through, that's piercings with jewelry in them. This was one of the most painful I've ever experienced. That doesn't surprise me at all. I'm going to tell you a little story of my friend Josh real quick, who showed up on his 18th birthday to get this piercing done. He said after this piercing, it's all pretty much downhill and there's nothing to worry about. He was right. If you start with extreme, it's only going to get easier from here on out. That was an amazing experience for him. I've had an amazing experience when I had mine done, and it's not necessarily a first piercing for everyone, but maybe someday down that road, you might want to get yours done. Now, if you enjoyed my video, please share it with a friend, maybe give me a thumbs up, and of course, keep putting holes in your body. We'll see you all in the next video.